Indian markets continue their journey in a range. We believe that this range-bound movement of the market will continue in the foreseeable future. There is very any trigger which can move the market either significantly upwards or downwards. Global cues have been subdued. Expectation of interest rates going up sooner than expected in US is keeping the global investors, FPIs, a bit cautious. That is getting reflected in Indian markets through periodic selling by FPIs. While domestic liquidity continues to remain strong and is absorbing FPI selling, there is very clearly lack of any significant trigger. On the other hand, there are no significant triggers on the downside as well. This is one of the reasons why market is hovering between the range of 15,500 to 15,800. We believe that this is the kind of range market will maintain in the foreseeable future. As far as market trends are concerned, corporate results by and large, whatever has come till now has been close to expectations. There haven't been any major disappointment. Neither has been there any major surprise on the positive side. IT and other technology stocks continue to outperform based on their blockbuster results. We believe this trend will continue and IT companies, pharma companies, specialty chemical companies will outperform the expectations, and the valuations of these companies will keep moving upwards. Remember, these are in a multi-year re-rating phase, and this re-rating will continue in the foreseeable future. So an investor will do good to buy good quality IT, pharma or specialty chemical stock for their respective portfolios. The other major trend is the money being mopped up through IPOs by multiple companies in the Indian capital market. While as a trend, IPO coming and hitting the market and getting listed at premium is a welcome development. Surely this broadens the market breadth and the depth of the market goes up, which should lead to a healthier market in the future. However, there is a significant concern which is emerging regarding the valuation of companies at which they are getting listed, particularly the loss-making companies and companies without a very stable business model. The euphoria is carrying them to stratospheric heights, but there are significant concerns and investors should be extremely careful while buying into these stocks or holding on to these stocks. They definitely need to be extremely nimble if they want to remain invested or invest in any of these new generation companies IPO which are loss making and are coming at a significantly higher valuation even compared to their global peers. By and large, Indian market continues to remain a market for buying on dips. We continue to believe FMCG and other domestic economy facing sectors will outperform in the near future on the back of unlocked trade. On the FMCG space, investors should look at value buying. We like Emami on the back of their increasing portfolio, new launches and health portfolio development. We like the engineering and construction infrastructure space, and Larsen & Toubro continues to remain a buy at current levels. On the back of agri getting a lot of focus from the government and good monsoon over the last few years, we believe the tractor sales will continue to be robust, and Mahindra & Mahindra is our favorite pick in that space. Cement and realty stocks are also doing well, and we believe that these will continue to do well in the near future. Large cap cement company like ACC, which hasn't moved up as much as the peers, should do well and can be looked at for acquisition at current levels. As far as realty stocks are concerned, investors should be a little careful about the balance sheet quality, and real estate stocks with good balance sheet like Godrej Properties, Oberoi Realty, DLF, Shobha Developers can be looked at current levels. Overall, we continue to maintain our positive bias for the Indian markets. Thank you.